What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today I am bringing you guys one of my favorite off-roaders of all time, actually, especially favorite modern off-roaders of all time, and that is the Toyota FJ Cruiser in Spin Tires. Now, this is by far the best FJ Cruiser mod I've ever seen. It looks great, and I've driven it a little bit, and it actually drives really nicely as well. It's got a lot of power, it's a lot faster than I thought it would be, and its off-road capabilities are very, very good. So we're going to go on a little bit of an adventure with it. We're going to go to an area that I don't normally go to, and we're just going to see kind of where we can go with this thing, see what it can do, and see, I guess you could say, what kind of trouble we can get it into, and also if it can get itself out of that trouble, which is a nice thing to see when you're testing out a new off-roader. Now, I've never been this way before in this car, or, well, SUV, vehicle, off-roader. I've actually only taken it, I've done, like, I drove it around the parking lot. That's about it. I downloaded the mod a few minutes ago, and I tested it just to make sure it would work, because a couple of mods still crash the game, but I haven't found any that crash the game in a long time, so I was like, I'll just test it out and make sure it works, and thankfully it worked, because I really wanted this mod to work, because I really like the FJ Cruiser, and I love that this one came with, like, a survival pack on the top, and a shovel, and a first aid kit. It makes it look really authentic and realistic. And I like when they do that. I like when they make, if they're setting out to make a realistic mod, I like it when they make it as realistic as possible. And the all-wheel drive in this car is actually very, very effective. Well, when you're not hitting trees, it is. But yeah, no, it's a very effective all-wheel drive system. It works very, very well. You rarely ever, if ever, get bogged down in this car. There's no bogging down whatsoever, pretty much, when you're driving it. If you see mud, you can generally go through it. I mean, it's not a mud truck, but if you see mud, it can generally go through it. I mean, it's a very nice all-purpose off-roader, because it can do what we're doing here. It can do mud, it can do hills. The only problem it has with hills is it's a little top-heavy, so it can get a little bit, like, tippy, I guess you could say, on the hills, but other than that, it's a great off-roader. I mean, you find some of the wheels getting off the ground every once in a while, and it's also not bad in water. You would think that it might not be too good in water, but it's actually not terrible in water. And despite the top heaviness that you get sometimes, it's, again, like I said, it's not too bad at all, and it's a very realistic off-roader. This is one that I would use a lot if Spin Tires had multiplayer. Like, if they made a multiplayer for Spin Tires, and please, any devs watching, please, we would all love you. We would all love you forever. We would be, it would be the best off-road game ever made. But yeah, if they did an off-road version of Spin Tire, off-road, what the hell, multiplayer version of Spin Tires, it's all off-road, multiplayer version of Spin Tires, this would be a car I would use all the time. I mean, it just handles the water and the mud, no problem. Just pulls itself up on the other side. Even though it's pretty steep, it doesn't really even care. It just pulls itself straight up and straight out. Now, the front end does kind of raise up a little bit, but that's to be expected from a car like this. I mean, it's a street. Oh, we've done a backflip. Don't brake on hills. Don't brake on hills. It could be bad. Can you flip yourself over? No, we're going to have to snap it. I love having dev controls. So awesome. So awesome to have dev controls. But this is actually the first car that I've used in a couple of days that I haven't modded the absolute hell out of. And yes, that modding tutorial is coming soon. I did tell you guys that I did tell a lot of you guys that would be my that would be coming very soon, and it is. It is not being held up or anything. I just really wanted to... Really? Another backflip? Okay, apparently that's too steep. But I really wanted to get this video out for you guys, because I saw this on the website, like on the spintires.nl, and I was like, you know what? I want that. I've got to show these guys this, because if any of you guys, like, the minute I saw this, I thought of you guys that like realistic off-roading. I was like, my guys that like realistic off-roading are going to want this. They're going to want this immediately, so I was like, I have got to put this out there, got to make it public, and I feel like it's definitely a mod that's going to get a decent amount of attention. You know, it's a mod that I feel like is going to be one of the more popular mods in Spin Tires as time rolls on, especially, like I said before, with the people that like to be realistic with their mods, and it's something other than pickup trucks. You know, it's something other than pickup trucks and also, you know, your commercial trucks, your military trucks, your Russian trucks. So it mixes it up quite nicely. It mixes it up quite nicely, and you do have to be somewhat realistic and careful when you're driving it because it doesn't have one of those suspensions that, you know, you'll never roll over. You know, because some of the vehicles in spin tires, like the Grand Cherokee XJ and you know, vehicles like that, they have these suspensions that'll never ever roll over, and that's not realistic at all. And it's nice to see a car that has a really realistic suspension and a really realistic setup that makes it fun to use. I mean, I talked about in another video how the really silly vehicles are fun to use because they're not trying to be realistic, because they're trying to be silly. You know, they know that they're silly. They know they're not realistic. This car, on the other hand, knows it's realistic and plays off of that, and that's what makes it, that's its strong suit. You know, that's what gives this car its personality and what gives this mod its personality. And I want to give big props to the guy that made this mod. He did an amazing job, and I would love to see more mods from him in the future because I feel like he did an incredible job again on this mod. And if he's watching right now, great job to you, dude. Really, really great job. I love the paint color. I love how it's like a matte color. I love the details on this car. I love the work he did with it. But yeah, big props to you for making this mod. And wow, I didn't even realize this hill was so tall. I didn't realize this hill was so high that you could see so far. I'm actually, wow, I didn't even realize that we've already gone to evening. It's going to be nighttime soon. Dang. I'm going to start leaving the day and night cycle on more often in my realistic videos because I feel like it's cool to see the headlights working and stuff like that, you know, to be able to actually have more of a realistic off-roading experience when I'm highlighting realistic mods. And we've gone over again. We good to go? Please tell me we're... No, 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 no! Little bitch. Do not do this to me. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. I was like, are we good? Are we not going to flip over? Okay, we're good, FJ. We're good. Terrain gets a little bit more tricky up here. I'm going to go ahead and switch my lights on. Never actually... Ooh! Oh, dude, the top lights actually work. The spotlights, they work. That is awesome. I didn't know if they were going to work or not, but they do work. That is legit. Oh, I love that. I absolutely love that. Man, it's the details. It's in the details, and this mod does not skimp on the details. I mean, well, change it to nighttime. Change it to nighttime a little bit. Game can sometimes jump when it does that, and well, I shouldn't say sometimes. It never fails. It never fails to jump when changing the times. Oh, dude, they're gonna go through the swamp. Oh, man, this is the exact test I actually wanted to do. I'm gonna leave it in low range, and I took the diff lock off because we're not in the swamp yet, but I'm gonna put it back on, and we'll see how it does. It shouldn't do too badly. Oh, yeah, not bad. It really does a good job. This low-range gearbox, or off-road gearbox with low range, is putting the power down very nicely. We're not spinning anything up. We're just kind of gliding over the mud, going through the water quite nicely. Not ripping anything up or anything, but it's definitely how you want to do it for off-roading. And we've frozen again. Are you good at... There we go. Because it's changing to nighttime. It doesn't actually say night yet, but... looks a lot like night to me. I don't know about you guys, but this looks like night to me. I'm just going to stop right here because that's a cool picture. Like, that's just a cool thing to look at. Like, an FJ Cruiser in a swamp with the lights on at night. That's just cool. I mean, that is just nice. And also, a quick note about face cam, because I did say that I was going to do more face cams on my Spin Tires videos. The thing about face cam is the fact that a lot of you guys said that my background was very unprofessional, and I agree. So I've kind of put the face cam on hold until I figure out a better background. And yeah, it's nighttime now, but kind of put the face cam on hold until I figure out a better background. But I'm definitely going to be doing it some more for you guys, because I know a lot of you guys absolutely loved it. But again, I always like to be as professional as possible, so we're going to wait until I have a more professional background before I actually start including a regular face cam in my videos, like regular as in like using it in every video. So, but yeah, opinions on this FJ Cruiser mod, love it, absolutely love it. It's definitely going to be one of my more used mods, and also I plan to start doing some Farming Simulator 2013 for you guys, like just to doing some mod highlights with that, because I've seen some really cool mods with that, like some really cool Dodge Ram mods and stuff. You know, you got lifted Cummins trucks, and you've got the Duramax trucks, get the Power Stroke trucks. So a lot of cool mods that we can try. And, you know, also, like, commercial trucks, trailers, even, like, tractors and stuff like that. But anyway, if you guys would like to see that, let me know. And also, if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. And I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later.